not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my...
Hey guys, welcome back to another nail video. So let's just jump right into this beautiful comic nail design. I was super excited to do this nail when my client reached out and showed me a picture saying that I want my nails exactly like this. You know, I was so excited to do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys how I achieved my comic or cartoon looking nails. Oh my gosh. Super excited for this video, guys. It's a bit lengthy, but please bear with me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my acrylic. The acrylic that I'm using here is called Triple Pink, and this is from the brand Qtouch. Someone asked recently, where do I get my acrylics from? I buy my acrylics from a brand, it's like a Chinese store, a Chinese wholesale, but she has a Instagram page. The page is called Brady's Better Choice. You can get this acrylic or any type of acrylic that I use from that Instagram page. I will be putting it in the description, like the exact name. I'm not sure how to link stuff right now. I'm learning as I go, so eventually I will start linking stuff when I learn how to do that. So please bear with me. But that's where I get my acrylic powders from, basically a local nail store. This brush that I'm using is a Pano acrylic brush. I think it's in a number 10, and I also got this brush from Brady's Better Choice. Anything like that I'm using, I will be listing that. I'm trying my best to list them down in the description box, so you guys can always check out the description box for the details. I'm just going in and I'm applying the acrylic to each nails. She wanted her nails really short, so I cut them down really short. And before I did start applying the Triple Pink to the nails, I did go in with a clear base of acrylic on all the nails, just to, like, you know, prep the nails for colored acrylic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just take my time and apply this acrylic to the nail. I left the majority of the video like in real time, that's why it's a bit lengthy, so that you guys can just get an idea of how I work, and also it will be easy for you guys to follow for my beginners out there who would like to, you know, get an idea of how to apply acrylic. Initially I just started out and I was watching like YouTube videos. Like majority of the videos that I watched, they were like sped up, and initially I didn't know that they were sped up. I just thought that they were working really fast, so I always try to work really fast whenever I'm applying my acrylic. But then as I continue doing nails, you know, growing in the industry, I realized that, you know, you just need to take your time, apply the acrylic how you want it, basically, or you know, try to apply it neatly so that you won't have to do a bag of filing in the end. And, you know, just take your time, apply the acrylic, and all will be well. I'm just gonna let you guys, I've been chatting since this video started, I apologize. I'm just gonna let you guys watch the application process. Once all the acrylic is laid and dried, I just go in with my electric file. Start right on the free edge to neaten that up, going around the cuticle area to clean up that area. If there's any excess acrylic where the cuticle is, you know, you want to smooth that in, seal that acrylic in. You can pull the skin away if you feel like you need to pull the skin away to get down in between where the cuticle area is and the acrylic to ensure that you have like a seamless blend. And then I'm just going to use the electric file to kind of go down the body of the acrylic to smooth everything. At this point, if you feel like you need to debulk the nail, you go ahead and debulk the nail. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then after my electric file, I was going with my hand file to perfect the shape, or you know, whip it into shape. I do majority of my shaping with my hand file. I just use the electric file to seal my cuticles and mostly debulk. But with my hand file, you guys will see the nail getting a little slimmer or flatter or straighter with the hand file. That's where I do majority of my work. And also I try as much as possible to apply the acrylic not too thick or not add too much acrylic, so that when I do go in and file the nails, I don't have a lot of work to do. So just bear that in mind when applying the acrylic. Just reduce your time and reduce the amount of work that you have to do by not applying too much acrylic to each nail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this process. Also, I left this in real time so you guys can get the gist of how I work with my electric file. I do not turn this file up to this. I do not turn the electric file up too much because you know you don't want too much friction. You don't want too much friction on your client's nails because that will burn. This is a hand file that I'm using. It's a 100/180 grit hand file, and this is what I will be going in to like shape the nails up. Also, whenever I am using my hand file, I always flip the client's hand over like client view and ensure that the edge, the free edge, are like straight and you know in line. And if I need to file the side some more, I will do so from that angle, and then I'll just flicker back over and go on to the thumb. And then once I'm finished with my hand file, I'm just gonna go in with my buffer and smooth the nail. Right here I saw that there was some excess acrylic under the nail, so I used my nipper to just nip that off and then went ahead and smooth with my hand file some more. Once I'm finished with buffing and cleaning the nail, I'm just gonna go in with my design. I'm using cotton candy and also Be My Valentine. These are from D&D, and I'm going with the Ugly Duckling black gel polish. This is in number 043, and those are the colors that I'll be using for my design. So for my base color, I'm going in with cotton candy from D&D, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply 3 coats of this gel polish. I will be showing all of that, 3 coats of that gel polish, just to like bring up the pigment. And yeah, it was kind of sheer-ish in my opinion. I mean, it's a pastel color, so you know it's really light. And I also went in with like thin coats of gel polish, because you don't want to work with gel polish like too thick, because once you put that like under the lamp, it will tend to bubble or peel off the nail. So you want to ensure that you're working with the polish as thin as possible. So right here, I'm going to get my second coat. I'll be popping on the screen like whenever I'm doing the first, second, or third coat, so that you guys can just, you know, like keep track. Now I'm going in with my third coat of cotton candy, and I'm just, you know, applying a very thin layer of that, and I ensure to let these coats dry for at least 60 seconds or 120 seconds. That is like 2 minutes. By the time I finish polishing one hand, the other hand should be ready. So I'm just gonna go in with a glossy top coat. This is from Glam, and I'm doing the top coat over the colored polish because I'll be working with black, or then again, whenever I'm working with any color on top of a gel polish, I always seal my base color in with gel top coat, so that if I do need to clean up, I won't be messing up that base color. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the sides of this so that I don't have any bulge. These are the tools I'll be working with. These brushes are from Amazon. I'm going in with this striper brush, and I'm using the black gel polish from Ugly Duckling, and I'm just gonna go ahead and outline the nails. This was like the hardest part of this design. As you guys can see, this is in real time. No, it is not slowed down. I am taking my time, okay? I am moving so slow because I don't want to do too much cleanup. And you know, I mean, nothing is perfect. Yes, you need to clean up eventually, but yeah, I am just taking my time, working little by little with my brush strokes, and I'm just outlining the entire nail, and I'll be doing this to all her nails. So the trick to these nails are basically you're creating like highlights and shades. So the light color will be like your base, and then you use your darker color to shade. It's like drawing, you know, you're drawing a comic. You know, you're gonna work with shades and highlights depending on how the light hits the surface. So you just want to imagine, you can do this anyway. You don't have to do it this exact way. You just want to create your shades with the darker color, and then your highlights with like white so that it can pop, and that is what gives it this comic look. And the fact that you like outline the whole nail, that also kind of give it this pop look. Hopefully you guys can understand. That's how I understand the concept of this nail art here. You're just creating shadows and the highlights to, you know, let it look cartoon-ish. So right here it's kind of sped up, but you know, it still looks as if I'm moving slow. That's because I am moving really slow when doing this. Just taking my time to go around the edges and cleaning up where necessary. As I said, this is the hardest part of this nail design. Once you get this down, everything else is like smooth sailing. And as said before, you don't have to like do your shades and highlights exactly how this is done. I did a set previously to this. It was my first time doing it. I will pop it on the screen so you guys can see. It was in a blue color and the shades and highlights were set differently from how, and I'm sure you guys see other pictures of this trending look, so you know you don't have to do it the same way. But my client, she showed me a picture, she wanted it to look that way, so I tried to, you know, mimic it as much as possible. Downwards in the video you guys will see the exact picture because I actually forgot to add a part to it. I mean, it could have worked without that, but she wanted it like that, so I eventually added it into the design. So yeah, you guys can just play around with this, have fun with it, and you know just have fun with this. And I really like this trend. I hope I get more, or probably I'll do another one like on myself, maybe. We will see. All right, so I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and watch this little clip that is left here. And now we're going in with her shade. I'm taking the darker pink, and this is Be My Valentine from D&D. I'm just gonna go ahead and create a little curved line, and once that is down, I let her cure her hand, and then I move on to the next hand, work on that, then she'll come back. I'll add my little strokes of black, and while doing this you would just see the nails come to life. OMG, look at how cute they're looking. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like finish up these nails, And then I'm just gonna add a little clip of me like forgetting to do this nail. I'm gonna go ahead right here. Legit, I thought I was finished with this nails. So I went in with my glossy top coat, and then I'm just gonna hair cure nails. I flipped her nails around and I just used my buffer to clean up on the edge. I hate to see when the polishes go over the edge, so I just always go in with my buffer and clean the edge up, that unless I intentionally add polish there. If not, I will use my buffer to remove that and clean the nail up as well. Look at this, guys. I'm adding cuticle oil thinking I am finished. Which way?
The way to put the
Clothes are skirt.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so after she highlighted that, you know, I had to go in with some alcohol to remove whatever oil I added on the nail. She's showing me the picture right there, and as you guys can see, the white is start right on the side. It was so hard for me to see, so I'm going with my snowflake from D&D. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that little white part. Like, even me doing it right here right now, like, I could hardly see it. Look at that. But it does create a little pop. It does makes a difference. So, you know, I just went ahead and add that in, let her cure, and then I went back in with my top coat to seal that in, and then reapplied cuticle oil. Alright, so once that's all finished, I'll go ahead and add cuticle oil to add moisture, and then I'll show you guys the reveal. So if you guys like this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Oh my gosh, that's one milestone down. And also share this video. Hope you guys learned something today, and I will talk to you guys. I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace. Watch cartoon. Oh my gosh.